Hello, my wee theater lovelies. I'm going to try to make this video here at Exclaim. And me being Miss Brittany, you already know that I'm probably going to be used for a lot more than I am asking for. I've already had about 3 kids come in right before I hit play or record, excuse me. So I'm going to just go lightly over the moves that we will be doing for 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I'm going to skip over a few lines because some things will just be said as the kids are laying down or sitting or getting prepared. There are some parts where you have to like jump up, but I will be right in front of them to tell them when to get up. But just so that they know their moves. Starting with 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, we have 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, with visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And I, Ma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed, this is when they stand up, to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. They stepped forward, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. And they go back to their seats. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. They pat their legs, now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen. To the top of the porch, on the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away, all. They stand back up. And they run off of the stage. I will have a stagehand. One of the students will be there to catch them so they won't fall. And they will come back on, and they will cue that. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up on the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And in the twinkling, and then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. At this point in time, after they've came off the stage and they come back on, they are stepping on like the hoofs of the reindeer. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. And they hear the plop of Carter Fowler coming on as Santa Claus. And this is where they are going to, in their own way, stand up and show you exactly what Santa Claus looks like. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly, and will shake all around. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed ha 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 when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, we're going to wink to the best of our ability, and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk. And we'll turn all the way around, and laying a finger aside of his nose, Giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. We're going to walk to the very, very front of the stage. He sprung to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, another whistle, whoo, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, we will all say, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And then the students will bow. I am not sure if I'm going to tell this story or if I'm going to have a narrator read it so that I can have pauses. But there are many, many, many versions of this already spoken out with music in the background and everything that are on YouTube that I can just convert to an MP3 and use. I have to make that decision with what we do on Wednesday. And before I go to Do You Hear What I Hear, just a reminder that we have our call time is 2 o'clock on Sunday, and the kids are just to wear all black. We will have some Christmassy pajamas and other things for them to put on. So our moves for Do You Hear What I Hear? When we talk about the night wind, said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Switching arms. A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Now, for the emphasis of the third one, the shepherd boy is going to be lower. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, showing the difference between them. Do you know what I know? In your palace warm, no shivers, just warm, mighty king. Do you know what I know? Switching hands again. A child, like we're holding a baby, shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light with the hands all the way down. He will bring us goodness and light, our hands will come up. And then they will also bow. They are only singing the song, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, because I think it's just a fun song to sing, and they actually sing it very, very well. They love singing about the figgy pudding and all of those good things. So on Wednesday, we will go over this as much as possible. I'm still not sure with Chris when we are going to be able to be on the stage. I'm hoping it is not. I'm hoping it is not on Sunday. I'm hoping that I can get him to let me do that on Wednesday, at least for a little bit. He can take a few minutes of his time and his show to change out the stage for a good 5 minutes for the We Theater kids. I will just close with this video saying thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with your children, grandchildren, whoever you bring, and I hope this video finds you well. Sorry it was so late. I literally have to copy a YouTube link for Remind because Remind hasn't updated itself. They will be receiving a suggestion about making videos available to download.